2024 is coming to an end. And as we think about a year coming into recap, we also think about all the mistakes that we've made. And sometimes we don't even reflect. We get to that age where we don't really look back. For me, guys, on this channel, we always talk about getting to the next level. And we always have done that, and we're going to do that for the rest of the year. Today, as I'm recovering from the 100K steps, and I'm wishing you amazing health, vitality, and just a good time wherever you're at, I want to talk to you about character and the power to change. Here's the old you versus the new you. Everyone has these New Year's resolutions, these vital character changes that they want to say, hey, I want to do this, and I want to change to become this, and I want to become a better version of this, because this and that, this will do this, and this will do that. And here's the reality of the situation, right? Here's the reality of the situation. Nothing will change unless you vitally see the reason for why those things are wrong to begin with. I'm going to share with you parts and versions of me that have to die because my identity has changed in who I am. And that's part of the reason why I don't do these things anymore. And why every single year up until this point, things had always been the same up until this point where I realized I really can't do this no more, right? It can't be a part of my dichotomy. It can't be a part of my existence. So the old me, right, was a former smoker, XXX watcher, right? A drinker, a partier, was a soda and sugar fanatic, right? Was a no training fanatic, didn't like to train, didn't have any train hard enough or consistently enough, didn't have any Bible time, had no God, and had no ethics, right? And that was the old version of me, right? That was the version of me that was just on autopilot every single year. And that was my identity. So no matter what anybody told me, at the end of the day, I stuck with that mold, because that mold was what was me, right? It's how I functioned. And my life slowly went downhill every single year. Nobody would fix this, right? Nobody would fix this, because the guys that are, selling you the product, they're not going to fix it. When you're alone in the dark, no one's going to fix that. You're by yourself. When you're buying these drinks and getting smashed out drunk, no one's going to fix that for you, because, you're not a problem. When you're not training in the gym, no one's going to complain, because it's more free space for other people to train, right? When you're not near God's, no one's going to say nothing, because you're in darkness. And when you don't follow your ethics and you don't work hard enough, no one's going to say nothing, because you're just taking up less space. But every year that I get more clean and more sober and more hardworking, I see my entire life change. And I know that for a younger person out there, this is the powerful tool that they could use to get themselves to the next level. So the new version of you, it has to be an identity change, right? The identity change has to be the most paramount thing. You have to see your life and money as a tool and your life as the driver. When you start to see these two identity changes, you start to realize, okay, now I got two things that I got to work with. If I go to a business, I'm going to have to use my time for money, and I'm going to have to develop this business and follow the alignments of the ethics and the morals of this company. Do I want to do that long term or not? Right? You have to think about every step that you're taking. You have to think about where your life is going to go and where your purpose is. I didn't think about this enough. I didn't think about what my personality type was. I didn't think about what I'd be best fit for. I didn't think about how to strategically plan my life for success. And this is the reason why I'm doing this for you guys now, because we all have to think about what your calling and what your purpose is, right? The next thing, you got to think about the bigger picture, right? I watched a really good video today talking about the circles of life and how a lot of us who are past 25 have lived a significant amount of time. Now, I don't want to be the depressive guy, but the real truth is, guys, me personally, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit upset every single year that I don't look like Brad Pitt, right, or Leonardo da Vinci, or DiCaprio. But at the end of the day, I'm me, right? So time is going by. So instead of just hating your life for what it is, you have to start realizing, okay, I only got this one life. I only got a little bit of time left. What am I going to do to bring meaning and value and sustenance to my life, right? So for anyone out there, right, this new version that we're going to cultivate in 2024, it has to be an identity change. You have to change from being an unhealthy person to a healthy person, an action-orientated person, a victor, right? A lean person, Somebody who's healthy, somebody who's lean isn't going to do a lot of what society tells you today, right? A gym rat, straight up. A lot of us have to become gym rats, right? To become disciplined in the art of training, right? God-fearing. And you got to find what God means to you, right? And it's important that you do that. God is calling many of us to salvation and eternal life. And we are chasing money and the things of this world, and we are thinking that that's going to bring us peace and fulfillment. But you don't understand that putting God first puts everything else in order. So this new version of you, right? This new version is healthy, action-oriented, a victor, lean, a gym rat, you know, God-fearing, and then also disciplined when it comes to education, right? So educated, we'll put that in there. Now, this sounds amazing, right? Just remember, and this is another thing that a lot of like self-improvement YouTubers don't talk about. Going from this old to new version, it takes you 3 to 4 years before you really see the progress that you're looking for. Just because you don't see the sudden progress in the first month or in the second month, don't just give up. You got to push through so that you can see this new version cultivate. It takes 4 years, 3 years, maybe 1 year if you really concentrate to become that. And also, I'll talk about the fast track right now too. You wanna fast track your self improvement. You wanna fast track your personal growth. Wake up early every single day. Go to the gym every single day. Do some type of cardio every single day. Eliminate sugars, carbs, sodas, all of that, all processed foods. Only get whole foods, right? No pornography, no masturbation. No alcohol, no drinking, right? No hating, lying, complaining, gossiping about anybody. Just consistent production, consistent work. If you do this long enough, you're going to start to fast track your journey to success, right? But if you decide not to do that and you decide to stick back to the old you, which is like being on social media for hours, like chilling back, having more than one lazy day, right? Hating on other people, you're going to put yourself back to square one. So this is the 2024 manifesto, right? Super simple, super sweet. A lot of you have goals, but what you're really not changing is your identity. You have to change your identity from, oh, I want to go to the gym more, to I'm a gym person, right? Or I'm a healthy person, right? You want to change your identity from somebody that just does push-ups every day or casually to I do push-ups every day because I love it, right? Like I need push-ups in my day. I can't go a day without doing push-ups and squats and lunges and walking and dribbling a basketball. I have to do these things, right? When you change your identity, you change your mindset. You become the person who is fit. You become the person who is educated. You become the person who studies French and Spanish every single day. You become the person who's constantly training fighting moves every single day, who's perfecting body movement so he can protect his loved ones around him, right? You train these things, right? And you become that person. So a lot of you need to understand that your identity is the reason why you are stuck smoking and drinking, buying useless stuff that you don't need to impress people that don't even like you, right? So my YouTube channel is a little different than all other YouTube channels out there. I directly speak with all of my commenters. So I want you to comment, like, and tell me an obstacle that you're facing in your life so that me and you, we can work through it in the comments and help you find a game plan so that you can get over whatever type of addiction, whatever type of problem, and whatever type of lack of faith that you have so that you can become the best version of yourself. I'm gonna do this with less than 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna do this when this channel hits 1 million, because my channel will always be for powerful personal development and one-on-one coaching and me just being a person that believes in change. I don't believe in the stuff that I'm talking about just for fluff talk. I am obsessed about this stuff, right? And I'm obsessed about positive growth. I'm obsessed about personal development. And I believe that if you're willing to go into those realms, as slow as your progress might be, like mine was, it's possible to do. But you have to give up some things. You got to be willing to do this. So if you're not willing to give up this stuff, right, then we can't really work. But if you're willing to give up the partying and the going out Friday, Saturday night, spending money that you don't have, right, chasing things that don't matter at the end of the day, then I can't really be that person for you, right? So I hope that this video blesses you, helps you. Ethan J signing out. Part 2 coming very soon.